I know we're way freaking early, guys, but I already have the live stream set up. So, yeah, I went alone. Just did it already. Um, but, yeah. What is up, everybody? It is Mars07. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha. This is how I feel about myself right now for messing up my brain. Sorry. It's Mars Sports with Marshall. Today, we got March Madness reveal. This is part one. This is the men's tonight. We'll do women's because LSU is going to be in it. Plus women's. March Madness is awesome too. And both men's and women's have been great. I will admit I probably watched more women's last few years, but watched a lot more men's though last year though. Like per usual. But the ride that didn't say sorry. That's what Custom Safari's on. I might now have NASCAR Vegas one. Yeah, right there. I'm not gonna show it because I'm gonna copyright it. Dick Carson. Oh, so far he's got a cowboy hat on. Yeah. So I don't think I can hear from here, but it's very, very windy where I am right now. So if you hear weird noises, that's why. Yeah, it's very annoying, but that's what it is. But today we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about March Madness. Oh my God. Natalie Decker will be driving. Sorry. Nothing against Natalie Decker, but yeah, she's not. She has not been that impressive in NASCAR. Yeah. But she's a great person. So yeah. She also has a child now, which is cool. What's weird is I feel like she was like some teenage driver. Now she's a mother, which is pretty epic. Yeah. But yeah, the March Madness back reveal starts pretty soon. Also, be watching NASCAR. So yeah, there's some teams. Let's talk about teams that like we'll talk about in this stream. Some teams that could make it, some teams that might not make it, some that could get left out. A certain undefeated team that lost in their first round in the playoff in their conference bracket. Yeah, I've got a lot of things to talk about. So let's do this. But before we start, please make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, but someone's college basketball page, basketball on top. Purdue actually wins the Big Ten, which is pretty crazy. And then South Florida won the American. So now every single auto bid has been filled, which sets the stage for tonight in 19 minutes or 18 minutes now. Let's freaking go. But Purdue shocks Michigan. Take the turn. So we have a lot of like one seeds that potential one seeds going to like Florida. I don't know if there'll be one seed either way, but Florida got crushed at Vanderbilt. Yeah, South Florida beats Wichita State by a decent amount. Arkansas beats Vanderbilt. To be honest, Vanderbilt kind of let that game get away from them because they've had it, but yeah. Then Virginia Commonwealth beats State, and Pennsylvania beats Yale in overtime. So yeah, but auto bids into the tournament. Virginia Commonwealth VCU who won the A10. Whoever the A-Sun champion was, I don't know who that is. Can't tell by the logo. Who won the A-Sun? Queens. Queens won. Okay, that's who that is. And Duke won the ACC. UMBC wins the American East. South Florida wins the American. Big Ten goes to Purdue. So they're finally back on top for once. Big 12 goes to Arizona. St. John's wins the Big East. Idaho wins the Big Sky. High Point wins the Big South. The Big West goes to Hawaii. The CAA, I don't know what team that is. So I can't tell by some teams by the logo. So there's like all the college football teams can tell by the logo. At least they're using the primary logo. But some of these other teams I don't know of very well. Yeah. Hofstra wins the CAA. They beat Monmouth to do it. Kennesaw State wins the CUSA, just like they did in football. So good for them. Duke also won the ACC in football too. Yeah, because most people think it's Miami because they made a national championship. The truth is, they didn't even make the ACC championship. Yeah. Wright State wins the Horizon. Penn wins the Ivy League. Siena wins the MAAC, the MAC. Akron wins the Mid-American, the MAC. As they actually, they're actually didn't realize how good they're. Only five losses this year. Howard wins the MEAC or the MEAC. The Northern Iowa wins the Mountain Valley Conference or the MVC. Mount West goes to Utah State. That'll be their final Mountain West championship that they hold because they're going to the Pac-12 next year. Long Island wins the NEC. Tennessee State wins the OVC. Lehigh wins the Patriot League. Arkansas wins the SEC. Furman wins the SoCon. Prairie View wins the SWAC. McNeese wins the Southland. North Dakota State wins the Summer, which I'll say new FBS team. North Dakota State, although we're talking about basketball in this case. Troy wins the Sun Belt. California Baptist, pretty sure CBU wins the WAC, Western American Conference, I'm pretty sure it was. And then Gonzaga wins their final West Coast Conference, the WCC champion. So that really sets the stage because we got auto bids. Like, there are teams that are going to make it, like Florida is obviously going to make it, Michigan, Houston, they'll all make it, obviously. But there are basically, let's talk about the bubble real quick. Like the last four buys, according to this, are Santa Clara. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. TCU, Texas A&M, and Miami, Ohio. The last four in right now are SMU, NC State, Missouri, and Oklahoma. Bronco LSU beat half those teams. First four out are these guys: Auburn, San Diego State, and New Mexico. Sorry, Texas. In case you don't know, is why I did that. And then, oh wow. And then, Texas, San Diego State, Auburn, New Mexico are for the next four out. According to this, are Seton Hall, Indiana, Stanford, and Cincinnati. So yeah, that really sets the stage for y'all for tonight. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But CBS, I'm pretty sure, is broadcasting it. Yeah. When did they not broadcast it? Yeah, but basically, here are the tournament odds. Basically, that is put whichever one making it. Like, obviously, all the auto bids I mentioned, plus like Michigan, Florida, UConn, Houston, Illinois, Iowa State, Michigan State, Nebraska, the conference. Sorry, Alabama. Even though they did lose to a not very good Ole Miss team. Ole Miss made it pretty far. Almost beat Arkansas yesterday, too. Virginia, Vanderbilt, Kansas, Louisville, Texas Tech, Tennessee, BYU, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Miami, Florida, to be specific, Kentucky, SMC, UCLA, Clemson, Ohio State, Villanova, Georgia. Hawaii, I think, won their conference. Yeah. That one school. Yeah. Pretty sure these are all conference champions at this point. Yeah. Yeah, those are all the teams that aren't auto bids. Iowa is also in there too. That has 100%. And UCF, and according to this, TCU actually has 100%. Then Miami, Ohio also has 100%. And then 99%, according to this, is St. Louis. And then 95%. Well, VCU won their conference, so. Yeah. So they're 100%. A&M's at 95. Santa Clara's at 85, so is SMU and NC State are all at 85. Yale's at 75%. Missouri's at 70%. South Florida won their conference. Oklahoma's 50-50. Same thing with Texas. Dayton's 46%. Wichita State's 35%. San Diego State is 30%. Penn is actually they just won the conference. Auburn and New Mexico are 5%. So yeah, and Auburn literally made the Final Four last year. So yeah, yeah, man, that'd be hilarious if Auburn missed though. After making the Final Four last year. Yeah, but that's all the tournament odds. I mean, maybe they'll let Ole Miss in, but no, they're not going to do that. Ole Miss fought mainly just so they can at least have a chance. But they pooped themselves in the regular season, so they're not going to get in. They have a losing record, yeah. But there's that. We'll talk about this with women tonight as well. Yeah, is that Dale from freaking Dana? You can't see. I can't see from Young Sheldon / George and Mandy's first marriage. If you know, you know. One of the most underrated characters on that show. I love Dale. Oh yes. Let's do this. I think the selections won't actually come yet. Let me put this. You want to put this on a multi-view? Frick, I think I got 4K for that. Oh, let's freaking go. We got a lot of screens here. Fun fact: this actually works on Xbox. So yeah, but let's take a look at these projected seeds real quick. So hold up. There we go. But let's see. So number ones are Duke, Michigan, Arizona, and Florida. This was an hour ago. The two seeds are projected to be Houston, UConn, Iowa State, and Purdue. This is not what they're. This is just a projection, by the way. The 3 seeds are projected to be Michigan State, Gonzaga, Illinois, and Virginia, not Villanova, Virginia. And then the 4 seeds supposed to be Nebraska, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, and Alabama. The 5 seeds supposed to be Kansas, projected to be Kansas, supposed to be equals projected. 5 seeds got Kansas, St. John's, Louisville, and Texas Tech. 6 seeds is Tennessee, BYU, North Carolina, Wisconsin. The 7 seeds you got Miami, Florida, Kentucky, SMC, Utah State. And then the 8 seed you got Clemson, UCLA, Ohio State, and Villanova. The 9 seeds you got Georgia, Iowa, St. Louis, and UCF. The 10 seeds you got SC, or I think that's Santa Clara, pretty sure. It's not South Carolina, that's for sure. Santa Clara, TCU, Texas A&M, and VCU. 11 seeds, you got Miami of Ohio. Then SMU versus NC State in like a playing game. Then Missouri, Alabama. Not Alabama. Missouri, Oklahoma in a playing game, which actually was a rivalry, at least in football. Then you got South Florida. And then 12 seeds, you got Akron, McNeese, UNI, Northern Illinois to be specific, High Point. And the 13 seeds, you got, God dang, Hofstra, Cal Baptist, Hawaii, and North Dakota State. The 14 seeds, you got Troy, Wright State, Penn, and Kennesaw State. The 15 seeds, you got Furman, Idaho, Tennessee State, and Queens. The 16 seed, you got Siena, UMBC, Howard versus Long Island, and Lehigh versus Prairie View A&M. So yeah, there you go. Prairie View A&M is like outside of Houston. Yeah. I know a lot of these Texas schools. I can literally tell you every Texas school. I can tell you probably where each Texas school is on here. If I'm being honest with you, let's see. in this projection, by the way. Like, dun 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 ball freaker. Texas Tech and Lubbock. I'm literally looking at this, however, I'm not cheating. Frick. TCU's in Fort Worth, about 30 minutes away from me. Texas A&M's in College Station, which is like Texas Tech is north, by the way. It's like towards Panhandle, or sorry, what's the label Panhandle? Even I think the real Panhandle, the so-called Panhandle. Even I think the real Panhandle should be at by El Paso. What do I know? The A&M's in College Station. It's like outside of like everywhere. Like it's like east of Austin, to like north of Houston, and I guess San Antonio as well, and northeast of San Antonio. SMU's in Dallas, about 45 minutes away from me. And then Prairie View A&M is like right outside of Houston. It's like when you have to go like that highway towards Brenham, and then you're there. Yeah. But let's see. I think we'll make a bracket. I'll make the brackets tomorrow. Actually, I think I should make a bracket for class too for an assignment, which is actually pretty epic. But yeah. Ingress. Shut up. Oh man. Sorry. Oh, what the frick? Oh. I thought that was a. Oh no, it's a 2. Yeah, I was like, I got scared there for a second. Yeah. 5 minutes till we find out who's in March Madness for the men's. Yeah, then we'll do women's tonight. As long as I'm available, which I should be. I don't see why I wouldn't be. I just want to see who LSU's playing mainly. Honestly, I think LSU can win the whole thing. It's just we got like not play South Carolina because we haven't beat them in like 14 years. We beat them in men's earlier this season, in overtime. We actually split series with them, but we can't beat them in women's for crap. Not even the year we won not even the year we won March Madness. Because we didn't have to play them because I would beat them instead. So I have a feeling LSU would have beaten them there. Missouri, Miami, Ohio, Texas, and SMU. The first to last 4 in, according to CBS Sports. First 4 are Oklahoma, Auburn, San Diego State, and California. So Missouri's 58, Miami's 64. This is net ranking. Texas is 42, SMU 37. Okay, and that's all I got. I truly think that it's going to be a pretty good March Madness this year. Now, will we see any perfect brackets? No, but I should never say never, but it's very unlikely. Are you doing a fishing tournament inside a stadium? Imagine. That'd be amazing. They have to bring like an ocean. That'd be insane. Yeah. Miami, Ohio. That's a weird one, I will admit. They're talking about them on screen. Because I think they deserve to get in. Because I think there's a difference between how you look by the stats. How do I put this? I think there's a difference between deserving to get in because you look good against other opponents even if you lost them. There's also you deserve to get in because of your record and all that. I think there's a big difference and people don't realize that sometimes. Miami, Ohio would deserve to get in because of like their record accomplishments on the court and not how they look necessarily because they had a lot of close games. Compared to like someone else like Auburn, who probably would play better than Miami, Ohio, but like didn't do as much in the grand scheme of things. So that's just one way to think of it. I think Miami, Ohio deserves to get in, even if they did not win their. I mean, they're the last undefeated team left in college basketball. Like, of course, they deserve to get in. And even though they lost to UMass, they beat them earlier this season. I don't have to check that because Louis only lost to UMass, which is weird that it's UMass of all teams because they suck at football. The worst football team, actually. But yeah. Well, we shall see what the frick happens. Let's see what happens. I love this cup, by the way. Jack gave it to me. I still use it. I even told about it the other day. Even though one of the L's fell off, but it took 6 years for it to fall off, so it had a good run. Like the cup but the cup as itself though, it holds water. It holds ice for so long. It held. I had ice in there, and I left for Jack's. Came back like 25 hours later, and it still had ice in there. It was like perfect. Yeah, those things are so good, man. I love those. It's 4:59, so we got less than a minute till the goddamn bracket starts. I will put the audio on to the bracket because I know NASCAR's is going to be announcing, obviously. But I want to hear what everyone has to say about freaking Miami, Ohio, and everyone else too. I think SMU could get in. They're inconsistent though. I gotta admit, like they beat North Carolina and all that. They beat Louisville, I'm pretty sure as well. That's a lot of watch parties. Whoa. Well, my favorite sports team is the March Madness team. Here we go, guys. SMU is wildly inconsistent. Like I said, pretty sure beat Louisville too. And then they lost LSU and lost some other random teams. Say that Missouri, like they beat Florida, but they lost LSU. I can't reference LSU because LSU's not that good in men's basketball. I know we're not making the tournament. Not even close. We got 16 seed. We gave Kentucky a run for money, but in the end, we did not win because we cannot. We can compete, but we can't win because apparently we're cursed. Let's do it. Here we go. Right into it. Let's not win a college football. Duke. Duke gets number one. I'm very shocked. No, I'm not. Well, I didn't realize they lost all 5 stars. They look really good. Duke might win it all at this point. They're a team I trust the most at this point. And they're playing Siena in the first round. Good for Siena, but man, they're going to get crushed in that game potentially. Ohio State gets the 8th seed. Makes sense. At least they have something besides football they could cheer about. I don't know. This is the Greenville, and then they're playing TCU as the 9th seed. So that'll be interesting. TCU could definitely beat them on us, so that'd be a good game. I mean, if TCU did beat Florida, to be fair, St. John's gets the 5 seed. Hopefully, they don't lose early on again for them. There are 5 seeds, is a little weird. I thought they'd be a little higher, but we'll see what happens though. Northern Iowa is going to play St. John's. They're so calm about it. Or they haven't seen it. I think their other thing's a little behind. Kansas gets the 4th seed. Man, they beat some good teams, man. Like they beat Houston and Arizona, pretty sure. Like they beat some really good teams. They're inconsistent, but they're good. They're playing California Baptist, so that'd be interesting. The WAC champions. And now we get 6 seeds Louisville. As that makes sense. I mean, they're really good. So, and they'll be playing South Florida, old American Conference match. I'm pretty sure Big East. Leonard, not right now. I'm watching the tournament. Michigan State gets the 3rd seed. Makes sense. They're really good. And then North Dakota State gets the 14th seed, as they won their conference. Good for them. You're still here? Jesus Christ, man. This dude fell. This is the worst possible time. UCLA gets a 7th seed. What's up? Hi, what's up? Just coming to see. Hi. UCF gets the 10th seed. UCF has they're a good team. Oh, you're so sad. I appreciate that. And UConn will get the 2 seed. You know, they lost and they didn't win their conference. There they go. As UConn's a freaking hi. UConn's a freaking dynasty, man. And basketball, women's and men's. And they just won women's last year with Paige Bueckers, of course. Or Weckers. Thank God multi-view exists, bro, so I can actually see NASCAR. Hi. What's up? They are playing Furman, who won their conference, I'm pretty sure. I could try these matchups in football, theoretically. Although a lot of these teams don't have football teams. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, that's enough. You need to learn. Dog, don't lick my arm too. Jeez. Who makes the tournament? Yeah, I agree with you. Me? Obviously, my eye goes right to that 8-9 matchup with the Buckeyes being in the tournament for the first time in 4 years. And as we move down, let's see. Yeah, that's the East region. So that's a good matchups in there. No, you're not gonna lick. Okay, not right now. You're a good boy, but hey. You're very bored right now. Good God. If we want to actually change locations in freaking college football 26, that's one thing I gotta do in the next game. Or even this game, because they actually had one point in college football 25. Do like Madden, like have the locations. Change whatever location we want to besides the bowls. Okay, that's enough. Jesus Christ. When the men's basketball championship selection show continues, a quarter of the field already set. Dozens of teams around the country, including watch the college loss come 64 one day. And Utah State await their tournament fate. So let's go over the first 16 teams. This dude just comes in and just ransacks the whole freaking room, bro. I love him, man. Come on. Go see mom. You're a freaking pain in my butt right now. Come on, you come with me. I got the game. Where's the rest? Get him. Stars, you still on that hike? Alvarado's Yes, it's actually. I found these berries. Oh, very poisonous. Yeah. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy, right? Hey, let me call you back. I got to stand in a line. It's even crazy. Is the phone stick with my... I gotta deal with that. Sorry. I love him, man. He was all over me all of a sudden.
Excuse me, what are you waiting for? No one knows. Okay. You're cool. You can cut. I'm a war, actually. No, seriously.
It feels good to step out of line. It feels good to Geico. $10 for large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand toss. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app. Here's another tip from the Shack Yard. How to run a fast break.
Clean sweep doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen the same day. This is what we call a blowout, Phil.
So I'm texting.
Think the best of the best don't hurt together? Rethink how to round up the goats. 100 innovative companies, all in one ETF. Invesco QQQ.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more. A prospectus or summary prospectus at Invesco.com.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for saving time on a haircut at Great Clips. You checked it."
I don't know where it's going to be yet.
The only question now is where to go show it off.
Prom is going to be yet, comma, but I think I want to tie in.
Yes! Oh, that was really good.
Oreo, stay playful.
Welcome back, everybody, to the
All right. All right, let's do this. So Arizona will get another 1 seed. The other one of the other 1 seeds is as they won their tournaments as they take the 1 seed out of the Big 12 this year. So that's really cool. Yeah, they'll get number 1 as they got 2 losses to Kansas. I think someone else, I forgot who. They've been really good this year. They deserve that number 1 seed. I think they'll be a huge contender in the tournament. And then Long Island University will play them in the first round. And Villanova will play as the 8th seed. Utah State will play them in the first round. It's the 9 seed, so you have the Mount West champs in there. Is the final Mount West champion out of there because they're gonna be the Pac-12 next year. I'll say join back to Mount West one day. The Pac-12 if the Pac-12 collapses again, which who knows. And then this is the West region, by the way. We got Wisconsin with the 24-10 record. As they'll be getting then as High Point will be who they play. High Point can honestly beat them, man. Like High Point's a good team.
This is going to be a tough matchup for Wisconsin. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a Seth Davis. I've got High Point on it. I've got the Panthers taking on the Badgers and prevail. That looks like a high-scoring game. Meantime, the 4 seed going to Portland.
And Arkansas will get the 4 seed as they just won the SEC, of course. And then they will be playing Hawaii, who won their conference. They're not. I forgot what conference because I know they're not in the Mountain West for football or for basketball. I think they're joining full time next year though, maybe. Then BYU will be playing as the number 6 seed, as they've been really good this year.
Okay, the 11 seed is going to be determined in the first 4 sets. Yes,
And then Texas and North Carolina State will play each other in the playing game. As North Carolina, NC State's, of course, coached by Will Hall now. As UT actually ends up getting in after all that. And Gonzaga will get the 3rd seed as they won their conference. What the West Coast come to the final time because they're Pac-12 next year. And then they'll be playing Kennesaw State in the first round. So got 2 good teams right there. Kennesaw State won the CUSA. So they're one of the only 2 teams to actually win their football conference and men's basketball conference. Miami gets to 17. Miami, Florida specifically. If they play Miami, Ohio, that would be hilarious. They play Missouri. Close enough. As Missouri was actually a bubble team, I'm pretty sure. They did lose to LSU, to be fair. But yeah, they did beat Florida too. So they're inconsistent, but they could be good. Then Purdue gets the 2nd seed after winning the Big Ten. Then Queens, their first year eligibility. I didn't even know that. Good for them. Because Queens will get the 15th seed. Actually, I didn't realize this was their first year eligibility. So good for them, man. As they'll get the 15th seed, they'll play Purdue. Obviously, the odds will be stacked against them because Purdue, but still. And that is the West region, my friends. So yeah, I'm trying to text them I used to. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted still. But so we got a lot of interesting teams to figure out. Like St. Louis is one. You also got Miami, Ohio. You got Santa Clara. Got a few other teams like Texas A&M too. There's a lot of interesting teams that we're gonna figure out. If Denny Hamlin wins, man, that'd be awesome. I really like Denny Hamlin. I think it would be his first win ever since his father passed away. So yeah, it's actually the same place he honored his father at, or like talk about his father at. Why are people dipping Wendy's in? I don't know. This dipping Wendy's fries in the Wendy's Frosty salad because I think it's kind of weird. There's Peter Herb Street. Look at the commercials. But I'll see what else we got. But I think the tournament looks good so far. You got some good teams in there. Got some potential upsetters, just saying. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. But like W2s. Oh my god, bro, what is that cover? I know about W2s now because I had to take some classes on it. Or how to take in my class with the unit on taxes. Yeah. To Mr. Patel. Let's see. Yeah, I'm watching NASCAR too. Yeah. That was an amazing restart. Got 3 and almost got 4 by one point. Yeah. But we got a lot more spots to reveal. We got half the bracket revealed. So yeah, tournament challenge about to start. Does actually tournament challenge actually have the bracket here already? I just tell you the bracket. If it's actually, I doubt it's there, but I think the tournament challenge is actually a different an app this year. Oh, there's Byron. Challenge. I just picked a tournament in fantasy. Oh, there goes Zillich. Bruh, how? Let's see, men's tournament challenge. Let's see. This is actually the bracket field. I'll have to wait until today. What the frick? Bracket reveal on 39 minutes and 38 seconds. So we got some time still, obviously. No. So you're welcome. Oh, Vanderbilt's going to make, obviously. Nebraska, too. All right, we're back on. Michigan, even though they lost today, as they still get the number 1 seed. As that's the Michigan's been one of the best teams out there this year. Losses come to Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, I forgot Wisconsin beat them. Duke and, of course, Purdue earlier. They're either going to play UMBC or Howard, so that'll be a play-in. I'm not picking a tournament tonight. I'm picking that tomorrow. After I'm done with my testing tomorrow. I do have a lot of stuff tomorrow for college. Georgia at number 8 makes sense. I mean, they've actually gotten better at basketball because usually they're known for sucking everything else except football. But yeah. Then St. Louis gets in as they get after a few weird losses. Yeah, good for St. Louis though. They'll have a chance to beat Georgia, which will be interesting. So yeah, I love their mascot. It's like I don't know. If I make the face. But then you got Texas Tech playing as a number 5 seed, aka one team that LSU got crushed by this year. Might have been actually ironically our worst loss. I don't know about that, but like most blowout loss. It's out there, that's for sure. And they all play the MAC champion Akron MAC, not MAAC. It's Akron. That'd be interesting to see. Akron definitely odds against them. Maybe they can upset them. We'll see. I think Texas Tech will probably win, but yeah, I'll make my picks eventually. And I love freaking Bama, even after losing to Ole Miss by a point. They make the tournament. Of course, they're good at everything apparently. So yeah. And they'll be playing Hofstra. Please, Hofstra. Please. Beat them, bro. I know they're well, apparently they haven't been to the tournament for years in 25 years, so good for them. It's a quarter of a century, man. We're good for them. Please beat Bama, bro. I do not like Bama. And then we're going to this is Midwest. So we've got Tennessee in the 6th seed, as they did lose to Vanderbilt in the conference tournament, but they do have a 22-11 record. So yeah, there's that. They'll be playing. Oh, they made it. Miami, Ohio will be playing SMU in a play-in game in the first 4 games. So, I mean, at least they made it. So I'll give them that. But wow, they're 1 spot away. They're playing SMU, a wildly inconsistent SMU. So actually, might even probably finally play a Power 4 team, a Power Conference team, shall I say? Because probably more than 4 Power Conferences. Then Virginia will be at the number 3 seed. They're in the ACC championship, both in football and basketball. And they ironically lost both, but yeah. But good for Miami High. They got in, yeah. And then Wright State comes in at the 14th seed as they'll be playing Virginia the first. I'm pretty sure they won the conference, yeah. Yeah, you got Kentucky at a 7th seed as they partially lost the LSU regular season, but it's fine. Santa Clara gets in as they were one that was on the bubble. I realized Steve Nash was on that team back then, like running the offense. Good for them. Frick. Hello? Hello? Okay. All right. Well, I just got called to dinner, so that's fine. Iowa State comes at number 2. As they'll be playing Tennessee State when they're conference. That'd be interesting, yeah. But sorry, then I just got called for dinner, so I do have to leave in a second. It's not her fault for not. I mean, it's also I'm glad my mom cooked dinner. It's not her fault that she timed it incorrectly, but yeah. Or it's not her fault, or with the bracket, I guess. But yeah, sorry, I sound like such a doofus, bro. We got the Midwest region. Yeah. Well, I'll be back I'll be back wherever was all the regions? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was only the 3rd one. Yeah, because Florida supposed to be, yeah. But I'll talk about the other region too. So yeah, I'll be back, guys. My name is Charlie Horse. Why the frick can I say that? So I watched the even better. Carl, Indiana, their man's really good. Sorry, freaking. But well, let's talk about the other region.
Yeah, I would certainly say from the seeding standpoint, the Big Ten tournament. At the end of the day, we had Michigan on the 2 line, and then when we scrubbed it,
I wanna take my horse. I'm gonna take my horse to an old town road. I'm just kidding. I don't have a horse. I don't have an Old Town. There's Old Town Boulevard, not Old Town Road, though. All right, so let's talk about what the fudge. What the heck? So we got Florida at number 1. You know they lost to Vanderbilt. They've been the best team in the SEC all year, so it makes sense. They've had a few inconsistent. They've been most of their team. A lot of teams they lost to are really good, so like Arizona and all that. So yeah, and then they did also lose the TCU though, which was kind of random. But I mean, I think all the teams they lost to all made the tournament. Yeah. Now they're playing Prairie View A&M, which is outside Texas, like I said, right outside Houston, like I said, or Lehigh. So both conference champions. So we'll see how that goes. So good for all those programs. Then Clemson will be playing Iowa. As Clemson's the 8 seed, and Iowa's the 9 seed. Clemson made it pretty far in the tournament. I'm pretty sure Iowa also. They're usually good at women's basketball, but they're great at men's as well this year. They finally make it for the first time in a while. Vanderbilt gets the 5th seed as they've been really good this year. Of course, they're runner-ups to the SEC, and then they're playing one of the center from last year, McNeese, who has a brand new coach this year and all that. Of course, Will Wade was their coach last year, but Will Wade put him in a good position, ironically, unlike what he put LSU in. Because I mean, obviously, it was stuff that wasn't legal back then, so that's legal now. But yeah, but I do kind of want Will Wade back. And then and then Nebraska and Troy would play each other. I'm pretty sure Troy actually beat them in football a few years ago. That's when Nebraska was trash. They also did beat LSU a few years ago. Football, yeah. Apparently, Miami was the last team in. So I mean, at least they deserve to get in, though, obviously. And the first 4 out, by the way, I was on my screen. Oklahoma, Auburn. Sorry, I freaking left my screen, but yeah.
Hey, Keith, I'm wondering, were there any challenges in the bracketing that you might be able to share, or was that all?
Hold up. Yeah. And then so Nebraska and Troy playing each other. Troy won the Sun Belt. Yeah, and then North Carolina will be playing VCU. VCU won their conference. Yeah. And Nebraska's 4 seed, Troy's 13, North Carolina 6, and VCU's 11. I mean, North Carolina did beat Duke, so I mean they can compete. They also did lose to like SMU and all that too. And then Illinois is playing Penn, as Illinois is the 3rd seed, and Penn's the 14th seed because Penn won the South. Just kidding, the Ivy League, not nowhere near the South. St. Mary's at number 7. We'll be playing Texas A&M number 10 because A&M is a bubble team. Yeah, but they'll be playing each other, and then Houston at the number 2 seed will be playing Idaho at the 15th seed, who won their conference. Yeah, there's that. But overall, a good bracket. I think honestly we could see some good matchups here. Obviously, but I think that like you got your contenders up there. You know they did lose their conferences, like because Michigan's number 1, but lost their conference championship. Florida, who didn't even make their conference championship. In fact, they weren't even close to getting there from Vanderbilt. Then you got Arizona who won their conference, and then who was the other team's number 1? Duke won their conference. Overall, you got a good set of teams. I think all these seems to be very soon seen in the tournament. I think you get some Cinderellas, like those inconsistent teams that win good games. They also lost some weird games. They could definitely be ones that that come out to be like Cinderella potentially. So yeah, but there's that. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think overall, what was it? I think it was Oklahoma, Auburn, Indiana, and someone else that were the first four out. I think Indiana was actually the fourth out, though. Miami ended up being the last one in. Miami, Ohio, specifically. Who was the first four out?
Men's basketball championship selection show is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Body Armor sports drink. Shoes.
Hold up. I'm gonna go back to NASCAR. Yeah, but let's see. First four out. What happened to Mexico? It was San Diego State that was the other one of those first four out. So yeah. Overall, I mean those teams were good, but like not quite into the tournament. Like Oklahoma had some of their struggles this year. Auburn definitely was not as good this year. San Diego State, I mean they're pretty good, but like they're obviously in the Mountain West. But they'll be Pac-12 next year, so we'll see how that goes. And then New Mexico is also one. Yeah. Wait, what the frick? Hold up. Yeah, and then Indiana, of course. Indiana, yeah, they're good, but they weren't quite into the tournament. But hey, at least you got national championship football, so yeah, at least you have something in football for once. That's not a losing record, but yeah, man, give Kirk in there all his flowers, man. That dude deserves to be in the Hall of Fame already, even though it's only been there for 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. We'll do women's tonight. Yeah, but I'll make my bracket predictions tomorrow. So anyways, see y'all next one. See y'all in about an hour. Peace.